Many parents wonder if they're good at, well, parenting. Maybe you've thought, am I being too stern, too laid back, not fun enough? While we are all doing the best we can, understanding the outcome of certain parenting mistakes only empowers us to love our children even more. Inability to express fear. The world can feel like a scary place, and many of us are unsure how to explain current events to our children. We're worried we'll say the wrong thing, but the true mistake is shutting down the conversation entirely. Psychiatrist Carol Lieberman says the #1 mistake parents make is not talking to their kids about terrorism. This makes kids feel confused and gives them the message that they're just supposed to stuff the feelings down that they have about terrorism, which I describe as scared, sad, mad, and bad. When we allow our kids to talk about what frightens them, they learn that it's okay to express their emotions, even the scary ones. Negative body image. According to a study in the Archives of Pediatric and Adolescent Medicine, mothers who are overly concerned about their own weight pass on those same insecurities to their children. Allison E. Field, study author and assistant professor of pediatrics at Boston Children's Hospital, says, research shows that, in general, people that diet still weigh more than their peers. The most important thing to do is for families to focus less on weight and more on eating healthier and exercising and promoting a better way of life. But parents don't have to mention the child's weight at all to have a negative impact. Field explains, a mother's desire to become thinner can directly impact her children's attitude. We often see weight as being an issue for teenage girls, but this study shows that mothers are often more concerned about weight than their children. The best thing we can do for our children is to have a positive attitude about our bodies and how we take care of ourselves. Lack of financial knowledge. Licensed counselor and clinical director of Darien Wellness, David Ezel, says, money is crucial for children to understand from an early age. Money management, setting goals with money, and understanding charity are crucial life skills. A study in communication research reports found that when parents don't talk about money with their children, it affects them. Study author Lindsay Romo says, even young kids are aware of financial issues, regardless of whether parents talk with them about money. If parents don't want to discuss family finances with their children, it may be worthwhile to explain why they don't want to discuss that topic. Inability to trust. As parents, we have the awesome responsibility of setting the tone for our relationship with our children. However, if we are vague or inconsistent, our children can't possibly know when to trust us. Licensed marriage and family therapist Myra Mendez says, inconsistent ground rules and unclear behavioral expectations disrupt learning and the child's ability to trust the caregiving relationship. Inconsistency also disrupts the modeling process as the child is given mixed messages, resulting in unreliable and undependable models of behaviors. Mendez says parents should set clear limits and boundaries and consistently follow through with the established ground rules. Remaining firm and clear teaches children accountability for their actions. Never crying. Seeing your child cry is painful for any parent. However, trying to stop the crying without addressing the cause only teaches children to block out their emotions. Psychologist Susan David told the New York Times, how children navigate their emotional world is critical to lifelong success. When we're saying, don't be sad, don't be angry, don't be jealous, don't be selfish, we're not coming to the child in the reality of her emotion. Validate and see your child as a sentient person who has her own emotional world. Fear of failure. When we become overly involved in our kids' science project, our child hears the message that it isn't okay for them to try new things and make mistakes. Mendez says, children learn through play, and play includes struggling, making mistakes, and making changes or accommodations. When parents are constantly guarding, guiding, and correcting children, they reinforce fear of failure and, more importantly, children will have difficulty learning how to collaborate with others, consider change or alternative options, share with others, or develop good sportsmanship. It's crucial for parents to allow their children creative time when they are free to make mistakes. Mendez says, ensure that children have opportunities to play and experiment to reinforce self-confidence and practice navigating life. Poor self-image. Parents are constantly juggling work projects with changing school schedules, friend issues, and doctor's appointments. It's no wonder there never seems to be enough time, but appearing too busy and disinterested with your children can do damage to their self-image. Psychologist Suzanne Lockman writes, "It's difficult to motivate yourself to want more, strive for more, and imagine that you deserve more when your parents or other primary caregivers didn't pay attention, as if your greatest achievements weren't worth noticing. This scenario often results in feeling forgotten, unacknowledged, and unimportant later." She continues, "Feeling unrecognized can result in the belief that you are supposed to apologize for your existence. Carve out focused time for your kids, and you'll both reap the rewards." Thanks for watching! Click the list icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out this other cool stuff we know you'll love too.